Yeah, as always, don't go on the live unless you're your highest.
Okay, we are live now.
We
are live now, guys.
Yeah, live. Yeah, I'll mute my microphone
Okay,
here.
let's check this out. Okay. Hi, everyone. We had some technical problems with YouTube. We're glad that it's kind of solved now and that we're live and gives us an opportunity to be empowered, because what happened was the energies came in, YouTube didn't work for us. We had to settle that energies. We have to push through it. So today's topic is God's empowerment. How empowered are we when we're given a situation? And there are so many moments. Every moment is a situation for us to rise up in empowerment. And what is empowerment? Well, it's love. It's having that courage to take that step, to love in that moment, to be brave, and to step up. And when the situation presents to us, we have a choice to make, whether it's fear, whether it's love and courage. It's always a choice for us to make. So are we willing to take that choice of love? That's empowerment. And there are so many moments in life that, it's a test. But I like to see it as a game, as a game of love, as a game of trust. So, for example, Dad asked me to go to the stream in the dark. It was quite late at night. And I didn't tell him that, I have a fear of darkness, but he knows because, through Mom, he knows everything. So he asked me to go to the stream, to the river. And it was so dark, but it was not completely dark, thank God. There was a few lights from the houses, and there was the moonlight. So I didn't bring my phone, even though I was contemplating to bring my phone because there's like the phone light. I didn't bring my glasses. And I am about at least 500 degrees in my glasses. So when I went out in the dark, all I had to do is make a choice in love and in trust. And it was such an amazing experience, because every step that I take, I usually would be like fumbling because the grounds are not even, it's dark, can't see well, the fear sets in. So when I was stepping onto like the uneven grounds, the uneven earth, I knew I had to, stabilize myself, keep sending myself love, keep sending myself courage, and just be love and be brave in that moment, and to really focus on what I'm doing. Stepping into the dark, stepping into the dark environment, and you know what? It's not dark anymore. And when I looked up at the moonlight, at the moon, I was so surprised to actually see the moon surrounded by rainbow, like a ring of rainbow, and many, many, many dots of blue dust, blue dots around the moon. So it was a really amazing experience because when I was out in the woods, all I had was just, I had to feel in my heart and my being that I'm protected. And that feeling just expanded somehow, that feeling of trust, of self-love, and God's protection, God's love is right there. And I just can't put it in words. That experience was so beyond. It was so amazing going into the dark and just being empowered enough, to try something new, to try something different. So it's a lot about taking our power back. And in that moment, I chose to take my power back by stepping into something unknown to me. It could be something very familiar with you guys, going into the woods in the dark, but it's not for me. So it was a brand new experience for me. And it was very, very wonderful. I'm trying to put it in words for you guys, but it's something, that you guys have to try yourself. If you've never been in the woods at night, if you want to feel a deeper level of trust, self-love, self-empowerment, highly suggest, going into the dark woods. So in that experience, in that moment, I had to trust and just trust my feet, feeling the ground, trusting my ears, listening to the wind guiding me, and just feeling deeper and deeper and deeper into my heart center and my entire being, that each step that I'm taking is taking me to the stream. I had to use my ears. I had to use my nose to breathe deeper. I had to, go in deeper here. And it's right here. And my entire being, just felt more solid, even more solid than daylight. Because you know what? When I usually walk in the woods in daylight, sometimes I fumble because of the rocks. There were like taller trees, taller bushes that I have to, step on and fumble on. And there were like slopes down to the stream, but in that experience that Dad gave me with Mom, I had to completely surrender and trust that Mom and Dad are with us. And you know what? When I was stepping and walking to the stream, it was even more solid than daylight. That's the funny part. I was so amazed. I was like, whoa, I just went down a slope full of rocks and pebbles without fumbling. But when it was daylight, I was like, whoa, 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 can you catch me? Can you hold me? Can you hold my hand? But you know what? That is taking our power back. When we can't see well, when we think it's the dark. But hey, is it really the dark that we're seeing? Is there light? Can we see the light? So that experience, that I had is just feeling more having deeper levels of trust and love. And being empowered also means, waking up feeling ready for the day. So there's so many ways, so many tools that we could use to feel empowered. When we wake up in a day, feel a sense of gratitude and love wash all over us, and send that light to people around us, to the buildings around us, and take moments, in bed to feel deeply that we are capable of accomplishing tasks ahead of us. And it's just that every moment choice of, are we going to stand up for love, or are we going to step back in fear? So a lot of times, I feel very, very fearful about speaking, about expressing myself. And me, self-empowerment is about expressing myself. And it could mean so many things, expression. It could be, seeing a lady walking down a street, and that in that moment, I want to help her cross the street, or saying something to her that is in my heart, but I hold back. I hold back that expression. So self-empowerment is about realizing that voice in the heart and following it, and not just, shutting down that voice inside of us. So for example, this YouTube technical glitch, that happened. Are we going to push through it? Are we going to send it more love? Are we going to say, oh, YouTube is not working, so we're not going to go live? Ding! Or are we going to, be disciplined? Because self-discipline is self-love equals self-empowerment. And to see, God in action, soul parents in action, how much they push and how much they love us, makes me step up in love and choose love. And there are so many moments with Dad that the experience is just like, wow. And with Mom too. They're unified. And any judgment is the opposite of love. And love is the most powerful energy on earth, in the universe, in the multiverse. And, coming on stream is my own step up in love. Because I've always been doing short videos in Chinese, right? So even doing short videos in Chinese, that's fine with me, even though I have to practice, Chinese, because I don't speak very much Chinese back at home. I'm more fluent in English, but that doesn't mean that, I don't do Chinese videos, or I have to, give into fear. So practice keep on practicing, and it's fun. Self-love is fun. How can we ever love someone else if we don't love ourselves? I remember like asking mom a question before she ascended. I asked her, hey mom, what is like one advice you would give me? And she said, love yourself. Love yourself. What does love yourself mean to all of you guys? And Dad told me the same thing. He said, how can we love ourselves? How can we love others when we can't fully love ourselves? And that's why he sent me to the woods, into the stream at night, in the dark. And before he sent me, he told me, love yourself fully. So in that moment, when I stepped out into the dark, I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to train myself, because every step is a stepping stone. It's a training for all of us, all of humanity, to embrace love, embrace ourselves, be strong. What is strong? What is being strong? Is having so much love in ourselves that we continue the mission, that we continue, our task, because we feel so empowered, so much in love, so much trust that we do it. It may not be perfect, but we give it a shot. Hey, why not give love a shot? Why not? Hey, we've always been giving fear a shot all the time. You know what? It's easy. It's easy to fall back in fear, isn't it? It's so easy to hate. It's so easy to blame. It's so easy to like point our finger to like someone else. Isn't it? It's so easy to be comfortable. And a lot of times, loving ourselves in the beginning is like riding a bicycle, trying to find our balance, because it's like a balance of love or fear that we're going to take. It's like, okay, if we're going to choose love, are we going to choose love? Is it that scary? Or, okay, I'm just going to fall back to fear because it's so comfortable for me. I know what's going to happen. It's predictable. Why? Why are we doing this to ourselves? That's a question. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we allowing ourselves to fall back in fear? So take our power back and enjoy love. Make it fun. It's a game. Hey, how about what if all of this is a game? And imagine ourselves, being in a game of love, being in a game of trust, being comfortable with uncomfortable situations. And the more we get used to it, the more love that we give to ourselves, the discomfort is gonna like just dissolve like this. It's just like stepping into the dark. And in that moment, when I just freaking surrender and love and trust, I felt deeper and deeper layers of love and trust. And that was amazing. That is a training that is strengthening ourselves, strengthening our bodies physically and other bodies. And we're doing it for love and doing it for God. Whether we like it or not, the choices are always here for us. And we highly, highly suggest choosing love in every moment. Because the more we do that, the more love we're going to see and experience. But if we keep on choosing fear, we're going to go down and down and down a spiral. That's not going to be pretty. But until that being, hits like rock bottom, that might help that being to really, see that pit hole that he or she has chosen. So it's also beneficial. So like Mom says, it's either a lesson or a blessing. Same. But she highly suggests, for us to choose love. Love unconditionally. Yeah, and what better way to express this? It's a game. When we see fear, when we see ourselves in fear, like for example, the YouTube technical saga, we were discussing about, whether it's for us to go on or not, yes or no, but in the end we did. So it's a lot more fun if we can see it as a game. Nothing is here to harm us. Nothing here is harmful. It's just a lesson or a blessing for us to step up in love and to be self-empowered. And that could mean so many things. It could mean, listening to someone else when your heart tells you something else.
Bridging the gap between the divine feminine.
It's like,
that's empowering.
It is. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Oh, sister.
Do you want to share more on that? It's like if you have an inner voice and it could be a very, very, very small voice. But if you allow another person to tell you something else and you not following that voice inside, it means the power is taken away. So the more we listen, and one tool is to listen really, really closely and to act. And once you have the voice, to act on it, because the energies are like supporting. Once we hear it from here, the energies are supporting it to take action. And that is self-love. That is empowerment. That is what God gives us. To be so empowered, every moment is surrendered to love. Isn't it?
Yes.
Oh. Also.
That worked for me too.
Hey, Meta.
Hey, Meta. Metatron. Do you want to share something?
Exercise time.
Exercise vibes? Is that what he said?
Guys, exercise, guys.
Okay, Meta's playing some video right now.
You see the light there?
How to teach kids English.
Okay, it sounds like a
How to teach Asians English. Simple, one tool.
children's song that Meta is playing. Mm-hmm.
It worked! Yay!
Woo!
Closed captions for the
Yeah.
hearing impaired was engineered to get languages on video so you can understand in their countries or tribes, and they work. How many closed caption languages do we have on the computer now? 10,000 years ago. Choices of different languages to go on the screen. It's available now. It was
Yeah,
supposed to be a translation
Thank you.
matrix.
thank you. And a lot of like power being taken away from us is also about asking questions when we already know the answer.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So,
Oh, and
a tool.
it happened differently in different places though on the planet.
Yeah,
And
and
enslaved populations differently depending on what war games we were playing.
yeah, stems back from ancient times. So- Yeah, one way to take our power back is before asking any question, ask yourself first. If you truly know the answer.
Back, yeah. If you want
Before-
to drive yourself back, I don't want it back, so you can keep it. Good luck with that, I said. Because it was made from love anyway. So if it cares, whatever, who cares? But let that go. Years ago. If they want to play with toys or whatever that I made, it was made from love to begin with, given for free. It was always given back, or I tell them, make your own.
Yeah, I'm getting, when we have so much self-love for ourselves, for
That's the
God,
first one. See, look at that.
we're able to help. We're truly able to help others.
Yeah. But some viewers do not understand that. So YouTube is a filter of understanding self-love. So certain countries don't have it, so they don't get these trickle downs. Or they fuck up too.
It's okay. Love will get them. Love is always the answer. Love is always the solution. If it's not unconditional love, guess what? It's fear. And what is fear? FEAR. False evidence appearing real.
That's true. Words about introducing languages in writings. I read all kinds of books. Every single book now that I could find here. I read the whole library once when I was a kid. What else you gotta do? Can't see the blackboard, half fucking blind because they hit me over the head. I'm in school, what am I gonna do now? So they sent me to the library because I couldn't see the freaking blackboard. So first test I had, you're supposed to write straight lines. I wrote them all different. I didn't know you were supposed to do straight. They
Nice.
just tell you how to do that.
Nice.
Okay.
Meta
Be
just,
very specific, especially the kids.
yeah, Meta just brought up this fascinating thing about writing in between the lines, which I've been
yeah.
doing all the time, all my life. But why? You know, who told me
That's
to
why
do that?
I don't write nothing down unless I make paintings now.
Yeah, who told us to write in between the lines? Why do we have to do that? And then I just said, you know, in case you guys didn't hear, is that, you know, he was in the library and he was writing, and why should he be writing in between the lines? He basically just wrote all over. And that is what mom and dad does. We have lines in the book. and that is like, you know, why do we question ourselves? Why do we have to go a certain way? Is there another way to do things? Are there different ways? Are there new ways? And new equals unknown. And so many of us are afraid of the unknown. Wow.
Oh, we haven't done it yet. Like, oh, unknown.
Yeah, exactly. The unknown is we haven't done it yet. So what are we afraid of if it hasn't been done yet?
It's growing bigger. We're true. Scale. Oh. Yeah. They're growing. Yeah. So I can't build one of those. Not there yet. We are been to Earth for quite a while now.
It's wild. Definitely wild.
Wild and crazy.
Yeah.
Wild and crazy to be in the unknown. Or it could also be solid because you're so solid in love.
We're trying to keep things
just
in
freaking
a way
surrender.
Not to shock the population. There's a lot of gory stuff that we find, like, it's like finding a dragon's bone bed collection, but the age. It looks, where these bones, where these come from? Well, there's my uncle, there's my aunt. So it's yeah. Oh, he did. He was stupid that way, but you have to look at what we played back then too. That's fucking funny.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, they got lost. Oh my God, they got lost. Come in the blue light. But, she's over Colorado. Yeah?
What are we afraid of?
Colorado, see things.
What are we afraid of the unknown? Are we able to trust every step? Trust, since we're in unprecedented times, moments.
Oh, young is it? Yeah. That young. Really?
And one really easy and fun way is.
They gave me the files. That's funny. The X files. That's funny.
One really easy and fun way to empowerment is to say bye-bye to fear. Hello. Thank you. Bless you. Bye-bye. Now I'm going to choose love. I'm going to choose courage. I'm going to choose bravery. I'm going to give love a shot. I'm going to give unknown a shot. Hey, if it's never been done before, like what Meta says,
and it's funny,
which is the unknown, why is it not exciting? It could be exciting. Why not? Why does unknown equal to fear? Can unknown equal to excitement? Joy? Wow.
Don't put a condition on
it's
it.
The unknown. Wow. Yeah, it's just wow. It's an experience.
Now is in the unknown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I interpret the universe differently because she does. 100-year lifespan, and they've written the story in different generations, and the story changes, but the same characters, same energy flowing through. You see the black and white comic book style, video game style, 3 types of movies like that evolve, telling the same story. But the story does evolve in different countries in a different way because they're stupid here, not as stupid there. Their education system is delayed, whatever. Dictatorship where it was always dictatorships. That never changed.
Yeah. So when we see the opposition towards us or that force that stop us from
because yesterday which one?
From realizing and taking action from our hearts, we do it. We still do it. So when we see fear, for example, fear of expressing myself, fear of talking, fear of public speaking, for example, we do the opposite. We public speak. And that is how we overcome. That's how we step up in love.
Whatever you're resistance to.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever we're resistance to is the fear, because resistance equals fear. So if we keep resisting it, it's gonna be bigger and bigger, like a snowball. It rolls bigger and bigger until one day the fear is like, whoa, and we're so consumed in fear. So thank you, fear. Bless you. Bye-bye. And we choose the opposite. And it's, we all know what to do in our hearts. What we are resistant to, what we are fearful about. And we do the opposite. And when we do the opposite, we feel an immediate shift in our beings. We feel the shift.
It's taking that leap of faith.
Yeah, exactly. Taking that leap of faith.
You gotta have faith.
It's a radar gun. 1 gigahertz frequency.
Just trust. Trust that love will catch you.
Measure the ships. Measure the speed of ships they come in. Measure the birds when they fly. See how fast they fly.
And if love catches us every moment, what are we going to choose? If love catches us every moment, what will we choose? All right, guys.
My record.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming to
Thank you.
God's live stream today. Bless you and love you.
No, I didn't go out my room. Okay. Stop recording.
Okay. Hi, everyone. We had some technical problems with YouTube.